Hey, buenas tardes, Pastor Junior. I'm going to share a word with you guys. I'll share a word with you guys que dice trials, right? It says faith is tested through trials and not produced in trials, right? Ahí te va otra vez. It says faith, right? It says faith is tested through trials and not produced in trials. Why? Because trials reveal our faith, right? So trials reveal our faith, right? And why? Because it takes faith to stand in the trial. I don't know if you find yourself in a trial, right? You find yourself in one of those trials where your faith is being tested, right? So ahí te va otra vez, it says that it takes faith to stand in the trial, right? So once again, faith is tested through trials and is not produced in trials, right? Faith is tested through trials and not produced in the trial, because trials reveal our faith, right? And why? Because it takes faith. It takes faith to stand in the trial. I mean, I don't know what you're facing right now, but it takes faith to stand in the trial. So what are we trying to say? Well, it's this. And there's more. Watch out. It says the way a person, right? It says the way a person reacts during a trial exposes how much faith they possess, right? It says the way a person reacts during a trial exposes how much faith they have, right? Once again, the way a person reacts during a trial exposes how much faith they possess, right? A pattern of perseverance, right? A pattern of perseverance shows the strength of the faith, right? A pattern of perseverance shows the strength of the faith, while a pattern of sin and unbelief reveals weakness. It reveals weakness, right? But here it goes again. It says the pattern, right? It says the pattern of perseverance shows the strength of that faith, right? While a pattern of sin and unbelief reveals weakness. It reveals weakness, man, right? And so what are we talking about? Well, trials test. That's what I'm trying to say. It says trials test genuine faith. Trials test genuine faith, while imitation faith is often burned up. Imitation faith, man, is often burned up, right? Notice what it says again. It says trials. It says trials test genuine faith, while imitation faith is often burned up. So there you have it. Right? A pattern of perseverance shows the strength of that faith, while a pattern of sin and unbelief reveals weakness. It reveals weakness, man. So here we are again. It is faith it takes faith to stand in trials. I know I said a lot, but I think what I'm sharing right here speaks volume. It speaks volume because once again, it says the way a person reacts during a trial exposes how much faith they possess, right? Once again, it says the way a person reacts during a trial exposes how much faith they have. I don't know what trial you're going through right now, but if you're going through a trial, your faith is being tested and your faith is being exposed to how much faith you have. Once again, the way a person reacts during a trial, how are you reacting during your trial right now? The way a person reacts during the trial exposes how much faith they possess. So how much faith are you possessing, right? How much faith are you possessing? A pattern of perseverance shows the strength of that faith, while a pattern of sin, notice that, while a pattern of sin and unbelief reveals weakness. It reveals weakness, right? The pattern of sin and unbelief reveals weakness. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. The Lord put it into my spirit, and so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Orale, just a word of encouragement. God bless you guys.